Hello, this is Michaelangelo, and this is The Spark and the Grind.
In this series, we're going to meet incredible people who embody what I call both the spark and the grind. The inspiration of coming up with the idea and then the execution of following through and making that idea a reality. The two together are a guaranteed recipe for success. I'm Erik Wahl, and this is The Spark and the Grind. Chapter 5, Defamiliarize the Ordinary. In this episode, we get to meet Michaelangelo. He's an internationally acclaimed music branding specialist who's worked with amazing people on discovering music that perfectly embodies a certain feeling. A curator with impeccable artistic vision. It was a pleasure getting to know him at his home base in New York City.
My philosophy in creativity is definitions kill. The moment you've defined yourself, you've negated the infinite possibilities of what you could be. So I followed my path on a music sensibility, but it led me to global music director of W Hotels for about 6 years, and then I built their definition of what music is as a touch point in their lifestyle values, and then scaled that throughout the world. Now I have a creative agency specializing in sensory branding called White Label Creative, and we tie in sight, scent, sound, taste, and touch when we build identities for companies on any vertical that they want. I started music when I was, I think, 8. They gave me a violin for the first time, and I'm dyslexic, so prior to being introduced to music, the cognitive understanding of spelling and math was confusing to me. So the moment I was given a violin, it became absolutely clear, like everything just made sense to me. So within a very short period of time, I was playing violin, a couple months, got kicked out of a school because they said I was mentally challenged. But shortly thereafter, I got into Manhattan School of Music and I started studying violin there at a very high level. It was instantaneous, the connection of me understanding that there was a place for me in the world. Because I was dyslexic, I felt so foreign to everything that everybody was telling me. But then music came along and it was like, it just whispered in my ear, like everything's gonna be okay. I color a lot of rooms in experiences. So if you and I are sitting here and there's a song playing, and perhaps it's a hotel in Barcelona, and we're having a great moment, and all of a sudden a song comes on and you've never heard it before, and you're like, oh my God, I love this song, let's Shazam it, it's great. 5 years later, you and I are having beers in Lower East Side, and that song comes on, and we're instantaneously brought back to the moment we first discovered it, because it's a visceral connection, and memories between smell and sound are two of the strongest. So if you can master how you manipulate your surrounding through an oral experience or a scent experience, it brings you back to an unconscious moment of that first discovery. This room can never change unless you redesign the entire thing. But you can interject flowers in the room, which gives you a scent. That scent changes your perception of what the physical space is. This room no longer becomes a bland physical space that is hackneyed to you. It becomes a space that is developed or created for your own personal growth. And it's also unconscious. Right? So that's usually when magic happens and you pop your head up and you go, oh my God, why haven't I thought of that before? You know? And it could have been just a scent that reminded you of when you were 5, when there was a level of innocence and a thought was so pure, and it brought you back to that moment. And then impact happens, and then you have another creative moment or a creative expression. So that's defamiliarize the ordinary.